Hello, Waswere here, back with another video, and today we continue our journey for Golden Reaper. To get this title, we need to get every single drop from every single boss in the game, and if we look at our current items to go left, it's starting to get real slow. We have 20 items to go, and the items we have left are either boss pets or tough to get items. Originally, this was going to be the Rex Matriarchs video. I built up the whole end of the last episode to lead into it, but unfortunately they got delayed again. It was the right decision in the end, but it's unfortunate for me personally. Instead of channeling the disappointment of it being delayed into negative emotions, I decided to take advantage and grind out another episode of Bossman for you guys over the extra couple weeks we had. This episode is going to be much like the last, where we focus on cleaning up some of the lower level logs that I started but never really finished. Let's get to it.
For the first time in a very long time, I'm actually out of overload salves. If we look, I have 4 1 doses, a 3 dose, and 18 2 doses. So that's like 43 doses, which is barely any time left. And normally what I used to do is I'd make like 1,000 or 2,000 every DXP weekend. And then that would tide me over to the next DXP weekend. But now that I'm 5.6, I don't care about XP anymore, so I've just been slowly working these down. But the good news is I do have 128 Elder Overloads, and I do have 4,000 Supreme Overloads. So I'm going to take half of these, so 2,000 of these, and convert them into Elders, and then make those Elders into Elder Overload salves. So that's going to be a pretty penny, to say the least. So because portable wells don't actually work for combination potions, doesn't give anything extra, it really only gives you the extra XP. There's no point for me to actually go find a portables world. It won't provide any benefit. So instead, we're going to be making batches of Elder Overload 6s. So we can do 2 of these each inventory, and it takes 4, 4, and 4. Just load the preset, and boom. I haven't skilled in so long that I'm like, my hands aren't used to like loading presets this quickly. That's 2,000 Elder Overloads done. We still have some leftover extract and Felstock because I forgot about the fact that for every 4 products you get 5 with the batches, so that's really nice. We now have our preset ready for the Elder Overload salves. It requires Super Anti-Fire, Anti-Fire, Prayer Renewal, Prayer Potion, and Super Anti-Poison. And with that, our overload making is done. We got up to 1,118 Elder Overloads, which will last us for quite a while. If we assume 6 minutes per dose, 6 doses per potion, and 1118, that is 40,000 minutes worth of PVM, which when boiled down to hours is 670. I hope that's enough overloads to finish off Golden Reaper, but if not, we have an extra 1,000 Elder Overloads that I can convert into Elder Overload salves, or I can use Elder Overloads for some stuff like Giant Mole, which isn't as big of a deal to get the Prayer Regeneration, the Poison, the Dragon Fire, all that sort of stuff in one inventory slot. Next up, we want to improve our replenishment potions. I had a very large stack of these, and I've been using them for a long time, and it's time to upgrade to the good adrenaline potions that give you more adrenaline. And it's a multi-step process. First, we need to make adrenaline potions, then we need to make super adrenaline potions, and finally we ended off with the adrenaline renewal potions at the end of it. Our philosophy for which adrenaline potion we're going to use between the replenishments and the adrenaline renewal class is based on the difficulty of the boss. At a place like Solak, AOD, Raksha, where this little extra adrenaline is going to have a massive impact on our DPS because we essentially get 1 more threshold out of it, we are going to use these. But when I'm at like lower level stuff, like if I'm doing Barrows and I need an adrenaline potion, or if I'm doing Mole, or if I'm doing Raids, then I don't necessarily need the extra adrenaline. But for Virago, AOD, Solak, Elite Dungeons, and Raksha, I probably will benefit a lot from using this extra adrenaline and getting 40% adrenaline from our potion instead of the 25 we're getting here. It's our 500th Giant Mole kill, and we don't have the pet yet, which means we have 1 hit drop rate, and 2, we now have a threshold. So our drop rate is now going to be 1 in 250 for all our future kills. So I'm hoping to get it in the next 250. If I get to 1,000 without this, I'm not going to be happy because this place fucking sucks. So I have a new interface here while I'm killing the mole. I haven't really changed much at this point. But what I've done is I've knocked the transparency to minimum. I think it just looks cleaner, and if there's things in the chat box, you guys can read them a little bit better, broadcasts and the like. I think it's a lot better. Before I had basically about half transparency, about there, so it's kind of tough to see on the videos and for screenshots for thumbnails. But now if I whack it all the way down, it's really good for recording. This is our 750th hard mode mole kill, if we ever get out of the rock pile. And this puts us at double drop rate, because we had 500 kills with a 1 in 500 drop rate, and now we've done 250 kills with a 1 in 250 drop rate. So that's unfortunate that we don't have the pet yet, but you can't get lucky everywhere. Yes! Let's go! Oh, okay. I picked it up, don't worry. I've heard stories of people teleporting out of here without picking it up. But we have it now. And now we can click it. And we'll get the Can You Dig It feat, which means we are done the mole log. Giant mole, 823 hard mode and 2 normal mode. 16 clingy moles, that's a 1 in 50 drop rate there, so it's basically on drop rate. And I have 16 dragon two-handers between Chaos Elemental, KQ, and Giant Mole. What the hell do I do now? Ooh! Broken Shackle! Yes! Ha ha ha! Okay, I have the screenshot. I can now pick it up. Oh my goodness. Almost teleported out. We now have Raclette. Ooh! Oh, that asshole! Oh my god, King Wolf. I don't know you, but I hate you. So it's been quite a little bit since I last did solo Raksha. I've been doing some duos, but really haven't gone down the solo path. I did like the 275 pretty early on. I probably want to say it's been about a month and a half since I last did a solo kill. And I've gotten a lot better at range since then and kind of understand how the style is supposed to be used. I'm going to start with Grim for the first hour, but I think by the second or third hour, I'll be back in tune with what I'm supposed to be doing at this boss, and I think I can swap to a Scrimshaw or a Sarah book. Rusty first kill. Didn't have my keybind set up, didn't have anything ready for me, but still 4 minutes. Hey, at least I knocked a second off, 327, and we got Onyx Dust. Oh, fuck. That is our 7th boot drop. This is starting to get ridiculous. I have 7 boot drops, none of them are fleeting. There we go, first clean kill we've had, and we got a 321. I think I can lower that a little bit more, but I'm going to be swapping off Grim after this hour. I'm reused to the boss and don't feel like I need to rely on it. What the hell? I only got huge plated rune salvage. Yeah, I just got 50 of it. Must have rolled it on every drop. Does he please? Oh. Hey. 517. I was gonna say no one died, so no drop. Ooh, there we go. BM reroll. And then 2.5 mil from Yaka. 42,600, not half bad. It's time for the return to Barrows. It has been a hot minute since I came here. If we look at the collection log, I have 1,263 Barrows KZ. And I have 37 out of 39. So we need the Jagex plate legs and the Linza shield. The Jagex legs, I think, ends up being a 1 in 334, assuming we kill all 7 brothers. 7 of the main brothers. And then there is the Linza shield, which is a 1 in 960 drop, and it only rolls if I do happen to kill Linza. So once I get the Linza shield, I'll stop killing Linza. And if I happen to get the Jagex plate legs, I'll stop killing the other 7 brothers and just kill Linza and find the tunnel. But in terms of my setup, I modified my mole setup I had and just brought a couple extra things. We're going to be using the Spear of Annihilation because it has Undead Slayer on it. So I think that'll provide us with a lot amount of DPS, and our laceration boots allows us to bladed dive and move around. The only thing I'm missing is mobile, so I might try to figure out a way to put it on by getting a main hand and then camping a defender, but we'll see that bridge when we get to it. I believe you can actually barge and leave, and it'll still put the damage through and kill them, yeah. So I can barge 1 or 2 brothers each time. And then if you use an amulet on the middle here, it actually kills the brothers, so Aram technically died already. And let's get our first loot. And it's a Darox item, but it's not the one we need, a Darox Great Axe. Add it to the bank. So it's been about 2 chests, and I changed up my setup. I still have the 3 pieces of Ghost Hunter on, except for now I have the cape on instead of the legs. This allows me to have an augmented item, where I have my old Bandos Tassets, which have mobile on it. At one point in time, they were my mobile switch. So that means we have mobile for running around here, which is going to really speed everything up. Because we can just zoom around the entire arena, and we should get a lot more kills per hour. No, another Linz's piece! What the hell? Yeah, I now have 2 of every single Linz's piece, except for the shield, which I have none of. This is our first amulet of the Forsaken since we've come back. Holy crap, how expensive is a Carol's crossbow if the chest is 5 mil? 5? Why is a Carol's crossbow 5 mil? What the hell? Give me more of those. No! No, not again. Oh my god. God damn it, the wrong Linza piece. I now have 9 different Linza pieces with no shield. Double chest just looks so cool. Neither of these items are very important or expensive, but it's 2 more items to add to the log, and I think that's like our 4th double chest, so I'll take it. Now the dual wield crossbow is not expensive because you can only use the main hand to make the defender. No, Torix hammer. Another wrong Darox piece. I think that's number 18. Yeah, we have 8 helms, 4 chest plates, and 6 axes, so 18 Darox pieces. Literally like 2 chests later, that is my 9th Darox helm. That is 1,500 Barrows chests done. It's crazy to think. I had like 1,200 a couple of days ago, so I've really been hitting this hard. Unfortunately, we haven't picked up either the Darox legs. I can see them right there, just give them to me. Or the Linza shield yet, so we are still 37 out of 39. Having burnt myself on Barrows, going about 250 KC without any progress, I decided to round out this episode by trying to get another boss pet, and that brought me to the Fight Kiln. This is arguably the most annoying boss pet to get for all of Insane Final Boss. Once you go in, it's about 20 minutes long, it's pretty low level so there isn't much challenge, and the loot is the same on every kill so there isn't much to look forward to, except for the pet. On top of that, because there's an onyx every kill, I'm not going to be selling the onyxes because that's eventual death cost, so it doesn't feel like I'm actually making that much money here. There's also the added unknown of when you get the pet. If you're lucky enough to get it below 100 KC, you're able to choose when you get Final Boss, as you can delay the 100 KC at Kiln until you're ready to get Final Boss and Insane Final Boss together. Not needed, just cool to do. We're starting this episode at 88 kilns. Last summer I did 66, going from 22 KC to 88 KC, and got a personal record of 1925. We're a lot better at PVM and have much better gear, and greater ricochet exists, so let's see how low we can go. I'm going to cap this out at 100 KC this video. If we go that unlucky, it'll just have to wait for the next one. I'm not going to kill myself over this. Sub 19. That's a pretty good time. This could be the sub 18. I just need to not mess up the final phase, which is doable. The final phase is actually a pretty simple rotation. First set of hands spawn, just kill them with basics. You want to keep yourself as close to 100 as possible. You want to get to the middle here. He can't spawn on the north. You know, if you put your Death Swiftness here, it's going to be within range of everything. Then you ult and kill these 2 hands. Use basics, because if you use basics, then you have as much adrenaline as you can get. And then right before he's about to spawn, or as you see him come up, trigger on your Eldritch Spec, Gricko, Snapshot, SGB, Rapid Fire. And there you go, 1737. I feel like that's a pretty good time. I don't know if I'll beat that, but this is also a pretty monumental kill streak. This is KC number 100, as we're very close to final boss. If we look, there's only 3 bosses left that we don't have a 100 kill count at, and it's Crassian Leviathan, Har-Aken the Necromancer, and Ambassador. So yeah, we only have ED3 to go for final boss, so as soon as we get 40 more ambassadors, not including our dart kills, we will have final boss. Oh, I beat it by a second, like 17-minute kill, and you knock 1 second on it. And 120 KC, no pet. We are now at 3 thresholds. That means we have a 4 in 200 drop rate, so that works out to be 1 in 50. Hopefully we get it within this next threshold. We have about an 80-ish% chance to get it in these next 40 KC. No pet, and this is going to be the last kiln of the night. It's currently Friday night. Yay, weekend. I'm so cool. And if we look at our kiln count, we're up to 135. So I've done almost 50 kilns since Tuesday. So like in 3 or 4 days, it's not been a fun grind. But my goal for the end of the weekend is to get up to 160 kiln, because that way I'll have 4 thresholds, which makes it 1 in 40 each. But hopefully we get the pet before 160. That is 160 KC, and we don't have the pet yet. Oh my god. I can't believe I've done like 40 kilns in like 3 days. But yeah, 160 KC. We now have 4 thresholds, which means we now have a 1 in 40 drop rate. This is burning me out. I'm finally feeling it a little bit. Like, I got to 120 pretty easily. I got to like 140 pretty easily, but 140 to 160 today was brutal. And I need to start doing something new. Oh, just missed the sub 17. Oh, I really wanted that. Stupid ECB taking 1 extra tick. And no pets. Please. Please, Jagex. It's been a long day of kilns. I just want this pet. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, this has been 7 long days of kiln. Like you can see just the chat box, like I've been complaining to every single one of them. Oh, it happened. Oh my god, I'm just like in shock right now. I was like, you know when something like, not that I was like super dry on it, but when something hasn't happened for so long, you kind of just expect it to not happen. And then it does. And you're like, just a bit of shock where you don't really know what's going on. But yeah, 180 KC. We got a lot of onyxes. Like, let's show off our onyx stack here. Yeah, I have 126 onyxes. So I had 88 KC on Monday, and it's currently Sunday, so it's basically 7 days later. And yeah, so that's 14 kilns a day, 3 kilns an hour. That's like 5 hours of kiln a day this week. I'm just relieved it's over, but with that big pet drop, it's going to be the end of the episode. If you were paying attention, you would have noticed that I finished 2 logs this episode, which means 2 more giveaways. They both ended on pets, which means the giveaway is 25 mil for both of them, but because kiln is kiln and onyxes are always cool to get, I'm going to make the kiln giveaway 10 onyxes instead. It's a little more thematic than just getting some GP and makes you feel a little more connected to the series. To enter in the giveaway, leave your RSN in a comment down below and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Also, like the video. If we look at our slide, it's getting a little empty, especially for pets. There are only 5 pets on there that are IFB requirements: Reeves, Ambi, Vitalis, Bombi, and Yakaminu.
On top of that, we have 12 other items to go, and getting uniques is getting real tough, and I can go days, if not weeks, without seeing a new one. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.